right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is here. I guess I'll toss it to you, Hank. Good morning, Hank.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a rarity.
That's why it's been raining.
Sort of like an endangered species that shows up. You know.
I'll take the high road.
You'll take the high road on that, yeah. Well, we won't last long.
No.
Because I think the high road gets washed out quicker.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, glad to be here. I haven't been here in weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It's been extremely busy. But yesterday we had our official opening. We've been open for about a month, but we had our official opening yesterday. Went extremely well. What do you say, 400 or 500 people there?
At least.
Yeah.
At least. When you run out of chairs, you said,
Ran out of chairs, ran out of standing room. It was really good. And, of course, we were all trying to talk fast to beat the rain.
And it didn't happen, which
It didn't
is
happen.
great.
It was nice. It was cool.
And, nice breeze. Every once in a while, the speaker got smacked in the face with a flag, but that was okay.
It's okay. That was
They
all
didn't
right.
stutter. They just
Everybody did
kept
well.
going.
Everybody did well, and as you say,
Even you.
I did.
You took the high road,
exceptionally
yes.
well. I took the high road. That's right. You know, I didn't do my usual, other than with Charlie Stone and Michelle. We'll talk about that in a minute. I think Charlie hasn't forgiven me yet. So, hey, listen, we do have some casualties.
Damn it,
Would have
yes.
been nice to come back the first time in 6-7 weeks without them, but they're firefighter casualties. So, Darrell Plank died while on duty. He was with the Macon County Fire Rescue Department, Macon, Georgia. Scott Deem, D-E-E-M, he was with the San Antonio Fire Department, also died while on duty fighting a fire. Obviously, San Antonio, Texas, and those are the two that I have right now. And if you would, no military casualties, and again, no police casualties this morning.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thanks, Larry. We're back, and my friend, or sometimes friend, Joe Martone.
Depending on the day
Well, it
and the
depends
weather.
on the moment, yeah.
Yeah,
You want to talk about who makes this possible?
Yes.
Besides WOCA and
Besides
Larry?
WOCA is proud to support the veterans and Veterans News and Veterans Helping Veterans, and headquartered in Marion County. Bob Wine's Community Gardens is a sponsor of Veterans News, located at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilize, and so much more. Bob Wines will even deliver, plant, and guarantee their trees. Bob Wine's Community Garden and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952. Remember, they don't only talk the talk, they walk the walk. And as they say, they appreciate veterans. You get 10% off if you are a veteran with proper identification.
And they sell good products, good plants. I mean, their stuff is a little higher quality than you find in a lot of places.
And they don't just sell
Things that I plant have not died. I've had stuff that's I've bought there, and it's growing and doing well, and it's for my yard, that's exceptional. Because other than weeds, nothing else
weeds grow easy.
Yeah, but
I'm good with
the
that.
things I bought from Bob Wines really do well in my yard.
Yeah, they don't just here's a plant. Bye. See you later.
That's
ask him a question. They'll answer you.
Exactly what to do, how to take care of it, and all that good stuff. And
Like I always say, they help you plant anything in the ground that's legal.
we won't.
Okay.
We're not going there.
All right. Memorial Day is coming up, Hank, and everyone's invited.
We have the celebrations at the park and the recognition at the park, and that's always an emotional ceremony. Some of us end up going down to Bushnell and some of those places and do that, and that's always
this Monday right here in town, at 10 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial Park, Hank. We're going to have it. So if you're available, you want to go see it.
Joe, there's a lot of opportunities to participate in that. I know that a lot of the cemeteries, Highlands, for instance, is doing the ceremony, and John Rose is going to be over there collecting food for us, I believe, because they allow us to do that. But a lot of the veterans posts and chapters do it, and of course, Bushnell does a nice ceremony down there at the National Cemetery down there at Bushnell. So there's opportunities to remember those who have passed on and from the military, and remember the sacrifices made. So hopefully you'll all do that. Jinky, your people were there yesterday from Caliber. I hope they were happy troops. They came in from Texas, Miami, Tampa, and Orlando.
Yeah.
I thought they were, what'd you have, 9 people
Two
there?
of them are veterans.
And they ate a lot. I was watching
They
what they
ate
were
a
eating.
lot?
They ate a lot
Really?
of food. Yeah, I think they kind of.
I was doing a meet and
Somewhere
greet.
else to eat.
Yeah, I was doing a meet and greet. I didn't see the way they were going back.
Oh,
there.
they really pigged out.
They really-
they pigged out.
Do they have to-go boxes too?
I think they didn't have time to eat breakfast on the way up, so obviously
They didn't?
they
Oh.
made up for it when they got here. So
I was wondering why they were asking where the trough was.
I have a
didn't
bill.
understand that
I
at
do have a
first.
bill. Yeah, it's added on to the rent. Okay. So,
But the facility was packed.
it was jammed. I mean, really, there were at least 400 to 500 people there, and I kind of I was trying to do some sort of a head count, but I lost track.
No, it just and
And they were coming as we were talking. So
fantastic,
yeah, great
fantastic turnout. And of course, the medallions were on display.
Yeah, that was by the Gallery East Group and the Ocala artist groups here in town, and they did an outstanding job. We were kind of rushed because we were really afraid we were going to get rained on, so we tried to rush through the speeches. Like you say, even Dennis was down to 10 minutes or less.
But it's still the whole thing. Only within an hour, it was done.
Yeah,
It's
we
wow.
finished up. But, it was a lot to be said. But, if you started to mention one group, then you'd have to mention them all. And frankly, there were a lot of groups who helped out. All the American Legions, all the VFWs, all the Marine Corps
They were all there.
They were all there. They helped out. All the AMVETs. I mean, all the gated community veterans groups contributed and helped out.
Because they know what's happening.
Well, it's for veterans. What I said was that building is it's like a telephone and it's like a computer, which my use of the computer is. But,
At least he can pronounce computer. It's
I can, and I can turn it on.
Oh!
But it's not time effective for me. It really isn't. Until the voice ones get more perfected, then
okay.
But it's a tool.
Yes.
That's all. That building's a tool. It makes it easier for us to service the veterans. That's what it is, and it makes it easier for them to get the service they need. So we've got. Right now, we have 6 agencies in there serving veterans, and by the end of the summer, we should have 8 agencies in there serving veterans. And then, no secret, and I said it yesterday, and I know I made the county commissioners cringe a little
I
bit.
like it, though. I mean, I didn't say that.
But there is an additional 15,000 square feet in the back of that building that they're using for storage. And
Right.
if we can do a good job with 15,000 square feet, which we will do and are doing, I can do a really greater job.
Oh, yeah.
And offer more services with an additional 15,000 square feet.
There's no reason why
So,
not.
it may take some funding issues, it may take some, some donations, it may do a lot of things.
But it's all rehabbed back there already, so it doesn't have to be rehabbed anymore.
Well, it's just a matter of turning that empty space into offices. So again, I know
Cubicles.
I know I made them uncomfortable, but that's okay. I'm used to doing that. So
Yeah, I see everything pucker up a little bit.
they did got a little
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Changed their seat arrangements a little bit, but that's okay.
And you always, when they shift, they go, Hank's at it again. Yes, as usual. But
Well, you
it's-
got to
it's-
push the envelope, right? I mean, it's
Take a
for you're taking a break. Thank you,
Yeah.
Larry.
All right, we'll be right back. The phone line is open if you want to call, 622-9622. We'll be right back with Hank Whittier and Veterans News.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating and no accidents. On this Thursday, cloud and a shower or two this morning, giving way to some sunshine later today. It'll become breezy and less humid with time, with a high of 82 to 86. And mainly clear Thursday night, lows in the upper 50s in a few inland spots, mid-60s at the coast. Sunshine and pleasant Friday with low humidity, high 86 to 90. Saturday, mostly sunny and very warm, high 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box, it's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center, that's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
All right, 17 minutes after 9 o'clock, 75 degrees. Looks like a nice mild day, partly cloudy skies, highs reaching 82 today. Let's return now to Veterans News and Hank Whittier, assuming your microphone's working, Hank?
Well, my mic is, Jinky's being a little destructive over here. You know, I feel like somebody like a White House reporter going to stick it in here. What did you say, Mr. President?
I was thinking of the match game.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember. It goes back before my time.
Unless it was caught on video, you'll never know what happened. What happened? She caught her foot on the wire underneath and just went.
Oh no!
So, a little destructive.
Like Bugs Bunny going back into the hole.
Someone will have to rewire that now because her big foot grabbed the whole wire and just yanked it right through.
I don't know.
It's working.
It's still working though.
I can
got
hear
a big
it.
cut on the on her foot now, though. Joe. You got. She
me
wants to
that.
know who your insurance company is.
No, it's the other way around.
This probably is a vet's helping vet's responsibility.
We'll do it that way.
Yeah. Since it's our
Getting
show.
back, boy, did we get derailed quick. Getting back to the opening
Go up
ceremony.
the opening ceremony?
The
Yeah.
grand opening. It was.
So
Kudos has to go not only to the people that came, but the people that put it together.
Oh, absolutely. You know,
It was.
go ahead.
As far as the county putting it all up there and the sound system and the band that was there from the high school, the jazz band, that was
They were
nice.
They were very good. Yeah, and we had the Sikh cadets putting up the flag.
That was emotional.
Yeah.
We
it
had
really was.
there was what ROTC marched
Oh,
it
there
up.
was there were
And then
ROTC was there. A lot of kids with a lot of the students from the schools were there.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, it was a great show. And again, you know what? But probably the one person again, you get mentioned once or twice, but old George Albright didn't get mentioned very often. But George has really played an instrumental role,
Yeah.
as George always does behind the scenes.
Yeah,
So-
I noticed that.
Yeah, but he was supposed to speak, and for some reason he didn't speak.
Call him the
Yeah.
quiet man from now on.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far about George. I mean, there's a lot of things I could say about George. Quiet man is not it.
Not one of them?
It's selective, but George is, the people we mentioned yesterday, there are certain go-to people in this county for support of veterans. I mean, everybody does, but George Albright is at the top of the list, and David Elspelman and Billy Smith. And
the list goes on.
And one of my favorite county commissioners, Kathy.
Uh-oh.
Kathy now.
Yeah, but we still had that debate, and it was live yesterday. Who won the fight?
I won the fight.
Yeah, right, there we go.
I won the fight, but there were 3 female judges,
Yeah.
and I was cheated.
All I remember is a shoe coming at you. Somebody threw a shoe at him.
Well, by one of the judges.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I just seen
that
the
was
shoe.
Nancy Stacy's shoe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know.
in any case, we're going to have a rematch, and
Eventually.
the only way I'm going to actually be able to prove that I won is just to knock her out.
It's not going to happen.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
Some
what
people
happens.
move faster than other people.
Well, everybody moves faster than I do.
Well,
But they got to get
it-
out of the clinch, you say. And if they can
There was
break
not
loose
supposed to
from
be a
the
clinch.
Well, in my
With
fight-
your case, yeah. Get back to the flag, though, when they were putting it up on the flagpole, and it was it's a nice large flag,
It is.
and then underneath was the POW flag. That was a little emotional.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, a lot of people, as you know, you were inside the building when they came in, a lot of folks were very emotional when they came. A lot of the veterans were very emotional when they came in because they saw it as an opportunity. And again, even if they didn't need the service, they saw it as an opportunity that better services will be provided. And that means a lot. Some of them don't need any services, but they want their brothers and sisters who serve to get services. So that's important to all of us.
The gentleman that came down from Tallahassee, he mentioned 38% of the veterans are not taking advantage of the veteran services that are available. That's a big percentage that's not taking advantage. So if you know someone, I say this at all the meetings I go to when I talk about veterans, and I usually do at all my meetings, Vets Helping Vets, is you might not be a veteran, or you might be a veteran, but you know a veteran. Everybody knows a veteran. Talk to them, see if they avail themselves. It's there. Let's use it.
Yeah.
You went through hell. Let's
Well, I
pay
met
back a
one.
little bit.
I met a daughter of one last week who the guy was really having a hard time, but did not want services because felt he didn't deserve them. They felt they only should be for wounded veterans. And I'm going. I don't know where I don't know where that came from, and I don't know why they feel that way.
He put himself out there.
Yeah, someone made them feel that way, and they look. He earned it. We were able to help him out, as it turns out. But again, thanks to his daughter and his family, who really kind of pushed the envelope for him. And I'm going, that's what it's about. It's not like somebody who has never contributed, never lifted their finger to help this country. You know what I talked about? I mentioned. Revolutionary times and how men and women have stepped forward to serve this country in the darkest of times, and that still happens today. Whether Tom Paine said it, and we continue to do it, and whether it was the Revolution or World War I or II, and there's lots of conflicts and lots of wars, and there's been no shortage of men and women willing to step forward.
That's true.
And
That's true.
some of them didn't come back. Some of them come back damaged. Some of them come back emotionally damaged.
Yeah.
Some of them came back fine. I came back fine. Well, I never was fine, but I came back as
That was so easy.
yeah, it was easy.
It was good to see Jim. He's
93 now.
93.
93.
And
there's a blooming romance, and I may be the first to talk about it, between Jinky's mother and Jim Phillips. I don't know if you saw any of the photos. They're pretty.
I noticed a little
They're pretty
sparkle at the
revealing,
ear, yeah.
actually. I was a little. So I think Jinky's just got a new daddy, and
New stepdad coming up. Here we go.
stepdad on his way. So, and you could do worse. Jim's a good guy, and.
But it was good to see him there because he was under the weather. I understood.
No, he wasn't feeling good, but Jim doesn't miss many opportunities to say good things about veterans and step up.
He said just that
and he
little
always,
thing.
I'll tell you, he one of the things I always remember Jim saying. Jim Phillips is who we're talking about, and he's a survivor of the a destroyer that was sunk by a kamikaze off of Okinawa in World War II. But I the first time I met him, and even yesterday, is that he remembers those shipmates who didn't come back, who went to the bottom of the Pacific on that ship. And always says that he doesn't speak for himself, he speaks for those who cannot speak.
Yeah.
And, it's a powerful message, and that's sort of what a lot of the veterans organizations do as well. So, even the ones who came back, a lot of them don't speak for themselves. They're either embarrassed or don't have the ability to speak for themselves. That's our role, to step up and advocate on their behalf.
We have maybe coming into the center, the Helping Veterans Resource Center on East Silver Springs Boulevard, the people that train the dogs.
Yeah, they want to come in. I'm trying to negotiate with them about how we can get them in. They don't want an office. I believe it was the Patriot Dog Program. They're up at the prison now.
I'm not sure, but I met some veterans that had the dogs with them.
Oh yeah, well yesterday there were several of them there.
Yes, and you go, well, why? The veteran looked great, and the dog is right there. Mm-hmm. And I had to ask, my curiosity, why do you have a service dog? And it was post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
The dog keeps him straight when they start to lose it. The dog puts the paw on.
Well, no secret, because he's a friend, Larry Shirk. I don't know if you all know Larry, Point Man Ministry. Mm-hmm. Larry did 4 tours in Vietnam, and
that'll take a toll.
That will take a toll on you, and both physical injuries and emotional injuries, and. He's got Biscuit, and Biscuit's a sweetheart.
That's one of them.
And it makes a difference. It makes a difference. And veterans relate very well to animals in general. So we've talked about doing some pilot programs. But anyway, I think, again, that's one of the other agencies coming in. I hope to have a jobs program working out of there by the end of the summer.
Yes.
They're looking at their budget and see if they can't squeeze it in. So all in all, it's exact. And again, remember, folks, that this all happened because of you and your donations and your support and all the things you've done for the Vets Helping Vets program.
You spearheaded it, though, and then everyone got behind you, and that's what made it work.
Well, I did the same thing in the Marine Corps. They always put me out front for some reason. I don't know. You think I was expendable? I think that's what they were telling me.
No, you take the brunt of the, and then we just step back. Yeah, point to the finger, point to the finger, but no,
point to the finger.
Point to the finger.
What in the God's name?
What does that mean? Everybody the finger. Okay.
What does that mean? All right.
All right. The number is 433-2320 if you do need help.
Yeah.
433-2320.
We had a few problems with our phones for a few weeks, but we have them working now.
Yes.
A few disagreements with the phone company about a couple of things. We won't go to there, but still, they're working.
Might buy radio time later.
We will, after this next couple of weeks, we'll have expanded. Right now, we're 8 to 5, but we will have expanded hours for those of you who are working.
One or twice a
couple of times a week. We'll probably be there to 7 or 8 in the evening, and then we'll probably do some Saturdays. I'm still playing with how many Saturdays we're going to do.
And because there are volunteer applications.
Oh, listen, volunteers are welcome. We really could use a lot of volunteers in all of our programs, and we're expanding our programs, and we're going to be doing a lot more. So, but we will be looking at, because of what I'm hearing, and I'm critical of any organization that this runs 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, because there are a lot of folks working and can't get there during normal business hours unless they take the time off. So I want to be available for them. And then obviously we need to have a few Saturdays as well, poked in there. And again, we're there a lot anyway.
Even a half a day on Saturday.
And a lot of veterans groups are coming in the evening to take advantage of the large meeting rooms we have.
Yes, that's going to look nice.
Well, it is.
And in there now,
and we get that conference room table up and built. It's not quite built yet.
Custom built takes a little bit of time.
It does, but the point is, it's a facility that's to be used for veterans. It's their building. It's not my building. And the county still has ownership, but that building belongs to the veterans of Marion County. I told you they paid for it in full.
They have.
They paid for it in full with their service to this country, which to me is still very important.
It's a building that's housed by the organization called Veterans Helping Veterans, headquartered in Marion County.
That's right.
And that's a big point, because it's a building.
Yeah. Well, you know what, everybody, if you don't know, we're expanding services into a lot of the other counties now. We started here. So, people, I'm dealing with people in Alachua and Levy and Citrus.
Other states.
And in other states as well. So we're sort of, not by choice, but by demand, people are asking us. The model is good. We got a good model. And I think we run efficiently. So they're asking us
let's face it.
Service.
You can slap me on the wrist if I'm saying this out of school, but we're only operating approximately 15 cents on the dollar. 85 cents out of the dollar goes back to the veterans.
Oh, that's correct.
So there's a lot of other organizations that are out there that are monsters. and the veterans not getting what they should be
Well,
getting.
there's
And I'm proud of that.
some of them are operating with 99 cents goes to administration. That's that to me that's criminal.
Yes.
It really is. And at 85 cents, I'd like to get it to around 10%.
We are done.
Are we done?
Unbelievable,
Can
yes.
I say what I usually say, which
Got
is
10 seconds.
thank you for your service. God bless you, and God bless America, folks.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. There's a special election in Montana today, but GOP congressional